How do you get ready for an overland adventure? I screwed up. When I first started overlanding, I focused almost all of my effort on what I needed to buy to take with me. That's part of it, but it's not as big as the internet makes it seem like. For me, it comes down to 5 basic steps. Plan. Figure out where you want to go and how you want to get there. Then, do your research. Step 2. Purchase. Get the necessary supplies and equipment you anticipate needing. Third step, pack. Get everything organized in your vehicle and packed away for the trip. Prepare. Learn how to use the stuff you're bringing with you. And figure out what skills you need to learn to stay safe out there on the trails. Last but not least, practice. Get good at your craft by actually getting out there and doing those tasks. Then you use that experience to go back to the beginning and apply the lessons you learned to planning, purchasing, and preparing. Now I'm sick of making talking head videos, so let's make this a little bit more fun. I invite you to come out there with me as I get ready for my 2-month-long overlanding trip out west. This video series is designed to take you through each and every step of this process, but I'm starting this off with the most important one. Practice. Let's go for a ride. Man. Huh. Well, maybe I should have checked the weather. Hey there everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to Overland Calling. Today we're doing a shakedown run. I'm getting ready to take a long trip, and before I do that, I'm actually gonna go out and do a quick test camp. See all the stuff I forgot to throw in my Jeep and just kind of knock the rust off because it's been a hot minute since I've been out. I did not check weather. I was in the middle of a heat wave, bright sunny skies. I never thought driving 4 hours the world would be a completely different place, but we'll see how that works out for me. Luckily, good old Starlink's going to hook me up with the weather forecast, occasional thunderstorms through 6 o'clock. Cool. In case you're wondering, my shakedown run, going up to Flagpole Knob. I am super concerned about thunderstorms because Flagpole Knob's the top of a mountain. I don't know, we'll see if I actually camp there. I'll check it out, see how it looks. If not, I got another place not too far away. Let's get this show on the road. Flagpole Knob is not an extremely crazy route. It's marked as an easy trail on Trails Off Road and on Onyx. This is about getting used to things. Well, I got the low tire pressure lights working. Check, that still works. Yay. I didn't take it down too crazy. I'm not doing any hardcore trail rides this go around. If it was going to be something I was anticipating to be hardcore, I'd probably go down to about 20 pounds. Oh yeah. Check that out. Now, I usually do a pretty good job of keeping everything in its boxes and stuff like that, but I ripped everything apart to reorganize it. Now I can't find crap. So, yay, this is going to be fun. I see a lot of stuff on Facebook where people will be asking, what's the best, way to get ready for a long road trip? Well, here's mine. Take a short road trip and then figure it out along the way. Worst case, I'm going to be here, tonight and tomorrow night, probably go back on Tuesday. So I'm not really sweating it too bad. If I'm miserable, at least it's only for a short time, right? I am also going to be working from the road tomorrow, so we're going to be testing that out. Hopefully that works, because if that doesn't work, that's going to be a super bad day. I know the first thing I forgot, and that's my umbrella. I don't really bring like rain ponchos and stuff like that. I got a little lightweight rain jacket I can toss on. But I typically just roll with an umbrella because it makes life easy. Honestly, if I put like a rain jacket on or even a poncho, I end up just sweating like a pig, and I'll be soaked with sweat on the inside. So does it really matter at that point if I've got, dry from the rain and wet with sweat? Might as well just be wet from the rain. So not only am I out here checking on what sort of stuff that I might have forgotten, I'm also knocking the rust off my skills because I didn't go out this winter, and I think I just kind of want a little test run. Once I get stopped, I'll go over all the stuff I got to bring. But while I'm out here, I'm just gonna get my off-road skills back together. Learn to ride on the trail again. Because it is something you kind of lose. You got to really pay attention pretty good at first. That's why I picked an easy trail to start off with. Well, this isn't bad. I'll take it. A little bouncing around, but nothing too crazy. Oh man, is it good being out here again? Forget what it feels like to make that turn off the pavement, start heading up trail. There's something, I don't know, just liberating about it. Amps up your senses a little bit and relaxes you at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but let me know. Anybody else get relaxed out in the wilderness, but still notice your senses kind of kicking up a notch? Or is it just me? Let's see if we can find Flagpole Knob while we're going up here. It says I just passed it. That ain't great. Flagpole Knob Camp. Well, let's see if we can backtrack a little bit. This is about when I wish I would have actually disconnected my sway bars, but, well, Oh, look at that. Folks, welcome to Flagpole Knob. Man, this ain't bad at all. I've never seen it empty before. I'll throw the waypoint right down here below. Everybody gives me a hard time about giving out waypoints to campsites. One, Flagpole Knob is super popular. And two, it comes at a price. What I want you to do, if you ever use one of my waypoints for campsites, and I want you to do it all the time, but especially when you use one of my points, I want you to leave it better than you found it. Don't just pick up your trash. Pick up other people's too. And, oh, by the way, fire pits are not freaking trash cans. So that's my price. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to join my Patreon, none of that stuff. Pick stuff up when you find it. That's what I really want. That's the price I charge for giving out waypoints. I don't have my trash bag on me. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Toss it in the back of the truck and then deal with it when we get to camp. It is definitely pretty up here. I mean, the clouds are obscuring the mountains, but it's a nice little spot. I know of another little spot that's hidden away. If this one's empty, pretty good chance that one is too. But I am headed to Meadow Knob. Meadow Knob is not quite as tame as Flagpole Knob. It's going to take me a little bit more work to get there. We're going to be disconnecting some sway bars. I don't have the fancy auto sway bars. So do it the old-fashioned way. I do have quick disconnects. God, that helps. Lock it in place with my handy dandy twisty tie. Much easier than zip tying it every time. All in all, quick disconnects, to me at least, worth their weight in gold. Now, I mean, automatic disconnecting sway bars probably be nicer, but I didn't want to pop for the extra 20K on that Rubicon version of the Gladiator. So that's me, cheapskate. All right, let's get this show on the road. Multitasking has never been one of my greatest talents, and trying to figure out how to run a trail and film myself going down the trail, I definitely needed some practice at that. Man, it's not as easy as it seems. This is the turnoff for Switzer Lake. I'm not going there. I'm going to the right here, and I'm heading down into Meadow Knob. Time to go into fun mode. Bam, 4-wheel low. That way I don't have to use my brakes. And this already looks a little sketchy. Ooh, double thump. Ah. Man, well, that'll knock the rust off. Sorry, this is in danger of turning into a wheeling video. Keep us on track though. Shaking it down. I could have just read off a few quick sentences instead of taking you on this journey, but I wanted to show you the why, in hopes that you'd understand just how important it is. I have over 1,000 miles on trail doing this sort of stuff, and I still make mistakes if I haven't been out for a while. Heck, I make them even when I've been out there practicing all the time. None of this stuff is rocket science, but little things can get you into big trouble out here. Have you picked up on all the things I've been practicing? The first one's easy. I talked about forgetting an umbrella. I also forgot a pillow, bug spray, trash bags, and beer. I'm making a checklist from here on out to make sure I don't miss anything the next time's out. I can't believe I forgot to check the weather. Weather makes a huge difference, not just for what gear to bring, but it can change an easy trail into a dangerous one really quick. I'm also practicing my navigation skills. Being lost really stresses me out, and I spend money for apps to avoid that. I cheat and use Starlink, but just a heads up, most of the time I'm without cell reception on trails. Don't forget to download your maps in advance if you need to. I also got a chance to get back and practice driving on trail. For me, off-roading's about half skill and half art. It takes a little bit to get in the hang of it again. Quick beginner tip: I learned to off-road by going to off-road parks. They offered a safer environment, just in case something went wrong and I needed to call for help. Now for this shakedown run, I went out in the wild. But it's a trail I've been on many times, so I knew what to expect in advance. Little things add up quick. Almost every major issue that I've had go wrong has been caused by a bunch of little things that have added together. There's not much room for error in remote locations, especially if you're on your own. When you're first getting started, find a safe place to learn the craft, and bring a friend if possible. This is one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. I want you to love it as much as I do, but stay safe out there. Hey, we're almost to one of my favorite spots, so I'm going to shut up and let you enjoy the last little bits of this trail. Just doesn't get any better than that. Perfect placement. Bam. Ooh, the bugs are bad. We got to get set up. Let's see how rusty I am. Last time I went camping, I forgot my outside awning. And let me tell you, the bugs like they are today, eek, no way do I want to be without that sucker. I've just gotten way too spoiled. I mean, the awning's great for keeping the rain off you, but honestly, I stuck with the 180 degree because I love the awning room feature. It's a little bit more of a pain to set up, but having a nice bug-proof room that's easy to set up, that's freaking priceless. It's a lot easier with two people, but you know what? We'll make it work. As long as I remember to lock this sucker down. And then, last but not least, get this sucker in here. I mean, yeah, it's not quite as Gucci as, you know, the 180 just folded out, but I'll take the extra effort. Plus, they're a heck of a lot cheaper. It's nice and calm now, but I'm expecting storms, so we're gonna get this thing staked out. All right, now time for the awning. Oh, good gosh. Man, there's like 200 flies on my Jeep. That ain't good. And the awning's around the other side. Hold on. Well, my YouTube snap still works. Let's snap our way to this awning being set up, because it's kind of boring to watch me set up an awning if you're not here for setting up awnings. So, all right. Well, that's better. I may have forgotten everything, but YouTube Snap still works. This is it. Do a test run. I had forgotten almost how to put my awning up. I didn't even remember to get the rocks out from underneath it. Now I know you're saying like, oh yeah, don't do it that often. I've got like 3 videos on this awning and I still am forgetting stuff. Now it all comes back really quick, but do that test run. Don't get out there starting off your road trip, getting to camp late and trying to set up in the night, not remembering exactly how your camp setup goes. Get a couple test tries in there and kind of line out all the details. I mean, the outdoors are beautiful, but everything is not always easy out here, especially if you haven't practiced. So enjoy the great outdoors, But get that test run in. Make sure you got all the coochie, comforts of home that you want. Make sure you know where they're at. Legit, I just finally found my lights that I've been tearing my house apart trying to locate. And make sure you get some practice in there in something kind of like a, not crazy environment, not bad storms, all that good stuff. Get a practice run. And there's nothing like shaking the rust off your talents. So, hope this helped you out. I mean, no earth-shattering news. I bet a bunch of you don't do it, though. Anyway, till next time, enjoy the ride. Let's see if I can still remember how to fly my drone. All right, how the heck do I make this thing take off? There we go.